Hello everybody, Trucker here. Welcome to another video, another episode on our 1.9 snapshot series. We're still playing in 49B. How are you? I am awesome. I am feeling so great, and I'm just breaking my flowers. Been busy since we last left here, which is by the pub. As you can see, we've got a few flowers and a little bit of a garden area. Yeah, so I've been decorating this up for the pub. I've temporarily called it the Golden Apple. There's my pub sign there, the Golden Apple. Although we might go with something else. Yeah, we've had a few suggestions in the comments on the last video. Maybe if you've still got a suggestion, let me know. That would be awesome. I haven't decorated this side so much because I still haven't decided what I'm going to be doing there. So I've really stuck to this side. I've put some, what we have here, we have like picnic tables in the UK outside in the pub so we can sit in the garden. So we've got a few of those dotted around. So we can go and get our sherbet shandy. And okay, nice fine ale, yes. And sit out in the sunshine and drink our drinks or a nice Somerset cider. Yeah, so that would be really cool. Or whatever tipple you like, lemonade, cola, it doesn't really matter. So that's looking quite good. We have got, I'm going to keep this door closed, we've got a barman. I have actually named a name tag, landlord, I think I named it, but of course you can't name the villager like that, so I might have to bring my other account in to sort of trade with him and name him, so I might end up doing that. But yeah, I got a bit of dirt there because the only way of getting him in was when he was a zombie, and I would come in here and I broke that block, so the zombie then chased me in here. I managed to, if for some reason he ignored the gate and it didn't matter it was open, got a block in there and kept him in there and then converted him to a golden apple. So yeah, I did that. I've got these chests here still are going to get moved. There's the rest of my potions. So I haven't done anything upstairs yet. We'll go back out that way. It's just really left like that, so I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do up here. I might do like a games room, so I might do a sort of pool table, something like that. I don't know, let me know what you think. I was thinking as well we could make it into some more like a guest, you know, have some guest rooms and that sort of thing, because you often get those in pubs and taverns. But again, games room sounds good as well, so I might actually end up doing that. Got the table and chairs out here, so that's all looking good. And let's go up into this other area, because this is what I've really been working on off camera, just because it's taking for absolutely forever. So this is my other path, and as you can see, we've got some of the coarse dirt. We've got some lights hidden underneath these areas here. We've got the torches for just for looks and effect, really. And then we've got this, so I've planted a sort of dark oak forest, but I've spread them out, so it's not like a roof forest, it's just more like a, you know, going up into a woodland area. Lots of bone meal, lots of flowers, even used some of this as well, so yeah, I've kind of tried to sort of pretty it out, and it comes up into this area, and then it kind of peters out. We haven't really got any further than that. I was thinking that we might put more of these trees out here. I've actually changed all this over. It was stone before. This was a complete stone area. That's why it's growing back as grass. And some of it, like up here, what I've done is literally I've I put it in front of the stone. So we will probably end up putting more dirt in here as well, and more dirt in here. But yeah, I've just been doing this, going around, putting it in front. Putting it in front just like I have here, and so covering it up rather than actually taking the stone out. So it's been a mixture of both. Yeah, so I've just been spending a lot of time like that. I've just got some more bones because I'm going to bone meal a bit more. Got a few more flowers, so I was thinking that I'll probably put some more over here. It's looking a bit bare over there, and over this side here, so we're probably just going to pretty that up a little bit as well. But I think it's looking quite awesome. In fact, it looks even better at night. For some reason, just the way it's lit up, the pub and everything else. So maybe we'll just go up there and have a look and see what it looks like from a nighttime point of view. So what do you think, guys? Doesn't it look awesome? I do love this, how it's turned out. The start of my town area, I'm going to extend it all the way into this area out here. But yeah, I just think that looks really, really good. It's all really starting to come together. We've still got a little sheep down here, so we'll leave them up there. We've got a few areas, we've got a light up here as well. We've got to sort this area out. Still a lot more to do up here. And we keep getting visitors down there wanting to go to the pub. So and then every now and then they see me instead. So sometimes they want to go and see the landlord, sometimes they want to come and see me, but that's absolutely fine. Yeah, so but no, I really like it. I think it's looking good. I think what we'll probably do, see if we can sleep, even though we got that guy around there. Probably won't be. You'll say there's mobs nearby or something. No, we can sleep. Fantastic. I've just come over to the area which is where our wheat fields are going to be, so and I'm just really starting to sort of landscape this area because as I say, it's going to be wheat fields, and we're probably, I was thinking, do I go for a windmill? But actually I think I might go for I still go for a mill, but powered by a water wheel rather than a windmill. I don't know if I can pull that off in Minecraft, but we'll certainly have a go, and we'll probably have it over here. So there's no water at the top, but we could probably build a pond at the top, which then feeds some water coming down. We can build our mill in that area there, and then we'll probably landscape the water then to sort of come out this way and I guess go out to sea, because it would need somewhere to actually flow. So yeah, that's really what I'm starting to do today, is just really level this area off, landscape it, get it all kind of ready for how it's going to be. So we'll probably actually bring this up a level as well, and then we'll let it drop down over there. So we've got certainly a big area for it to fit in. And then if we come over here, as you can see from those trees just in the distance, this is in fact you can just see right at the top there, that's where our sort of fields are of cattle. So that's where our ranch is going to be over there, and it's going to get a good view looking over this way. I don't know about you guys, but I do find it so much easier to start working the landscape once we've cleared it. So we can always add trees back later on, but I'm at the sort of highest point up here. I was thinking doing a sort of pool of water up there, but I figured we probably ought to sort of come up here and do a almost lake pond type thing. Yeah, and we'll make it roughly sort of this kind of thing, and then we need to find a natural path down, which as far as I can see probably wants to come down here and come down this bit here, and then we'll probably bring it across through here, which kind of makes sense, and work it this way, because then, yeah, so around about there. In fact, we probably want to be over to the right a little bit, because being a water wheel, you would probably have it coming down one side, wouldn't you? So we'll go with that, 3 wide. Oops, didn't mean to do that though. And then this is obviously going to come out over here, and at this point we'll probably turn this into planks. In fact, we've got some here, so we might as well use some, because what they used to do with the old mills, and certainly the mills that we've got, is they would sort of force a water source to go in a certain direction, and then it would then come out over the top, so it wouldn't just, you know, sort of go along and fall naturally down a waterfall. It would come down here and then it would land on top of a wheel coming down that way. So that's what we'll probably do. We'll turn it into this sort of wooden jetty, I guess you want to call it. So yeah, that's kind of making shape. Kind of looks okay. Don't want it to be too forced at this area. It's just this is more a case of they found some natural water source and then they're using it. So all this can be water here. We'll probably widen this out a little bit so it doesn't go funny. You know how water goes when it doesn't see the corners of the edge. So that's okay. And then we just have to find a sort of path for it to come down this way, because water has a tendency to not go the direction we want it to go. So maybe we bring it down. I won't use my shovel at this stage. So if we bring it down naturally into a sort of water, that would probably work. Step it down, so to speak. Yeah. We'll use it. There we go. So that's okay. Maybe step it down again. And then it can turn somewhere here and come down that way, I guess. So we might have to get rid of that tree there. Well, let's do that. He says, trying to get in. Very good. That seems to be okay. Yeah, so bring it down there. Maybe down one more then. And one slightly more, and then we're coming over this way now. And I'd rather it didn't go too sort of diagonal, because it can be a bit funny, I guess, but yeah, that's kind of okay. I want it to look natural as well, and that's the hard bit about this, is trying to get it to look natural as it falls. Yeah, that might work. Fall down there and down there. Okay, well, I guess what I need to do is get some water buckets and give that a try. Whee! Right, let's make some infinite water first, I guess. Can I do it by doing that? It doesn't quite, does it? More like that. Yeah. And there. There. Ooh, almost. Thought I had it then. Okay. So, in fact, let's bring both buckets up. Cool. And then we can do the same here. Get myself out of the water. Let's do it this way. That's better. Get it moving across. And then the key is going to be to what it looks like when it starts going down here. This is going to be the fun bit. Let's see where it goes. Hey, look at that. That's almost natural. That's fill these up. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's do it that side there as well, and that side. Lost me water source again. Oh, for infinite buckets of water. Alright, let's try that again. And there. Good. And there. Oops. There is more like it. And that side. Yeah, that's all good. It's just really making sure they've got the water sources where we think we need them. Looks good. And that's flowing down nicely. Let's just have a look how it looks from the bottom. Don't quite like that there, so perhaps we'll move those two. And yeah, I think we have to have it like that, don't we? That's fine. Let's get another water source. There we go. And then let's do that here and here. So this should then be still water again. So it's like coming into a pond area and a sort of holding area for the water. Let's just put some underneath there to make sure there's water sources everywhere. Good. Okay, well that seems to be working. It's getting night time again. So I'm not going to do this all the way because I don't want it flowing down the bottom yet, but we'll certainly get it flowing to certain, certainly along that way there anyway. So yeah, very good. I might have to fill that in at the bottom because of the way it works. Ugh, I hate water when it runs like that. Right, let's go and sleep. Now what I wanted to do is to really sort of head out here to the beach, so to speak. So we kind of need to bring it in here. So we're just going to literally carve through the landscape. We probably ought to carve through the up a bit first where I can see it. We'll have to have a little bridge going across the river here, and then we'll bring it round as it meanders through our fields of crops, and then it's going to come out somewhere here, I guess. Yeah, that looks kind of good. And again, we can adjust this later. It's just really so I get an idea as I'm building where things are going to go and how it's going to be, and it doesn't have to be perfect shape either. You kind of want it naturally, although we got it quite straight, and it would be I guess man-made, as they say. It's being created rather than a natural path, but water always finds its way as well. So yeah, but I think that's quite good. Widen it down a little bit. Very good. Okay, well I'm really happy how this area is starting to come together anyway. And I guess now we've got the river in, we ought to sort of come back from the river in terms of preparing the soil ready for the wheat, and this will kind of give me, I guess, that sort of feel. I don't know where I want to go right to the edge, but certainly it'll give me an idea of where I then need to start placing the other sort of water buckets, if you like, because we can come from any water source. So for example, that one there, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 4 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you get the idea. So all that is basically getting water. So if we prepare all the ground like that, that one there, 2, 3, 4, we can get a fair bit of this actually ready, and then we can have sort of as few as possible holes in it, if you see what I mean. So yeah, and maybe we'll do that because that's the same. Yeah. Okay, so I think yeah, I'm going to get this kind of finished. I haven't got that much seed on me, unfortunately, so there's probably no point doing too much because we won't be able to plant anything, so we probably need to go back and get that. But yeah, that's starting to come together. And then what I can do, so for example, this area here, we've got that one, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we can come back and do those, and that works. This isn't then going to get affected by that, but then we can kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess if we place a water source there, that's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. So that's going to give us that whole area there. Won't give us that bit, unfortunately, but 1, 2, 3, 4, so it'll take us up to there as well, and then we should be left with just the odd patch where we have to then put an extra water bucket in. So for example, here we're not really getting across from there, so you know, we'll probably end up just sort of putting one there, for example, and likewise here. So those have gone back over then again. So again, we can randomly sort of, to make sure we come out 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to have to be on this line somewhere, and probably there, just to make sure. Although that's in theory being got by there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't need to. So in which case, we'll probably bring it to here, for example, instead. So that kind of makes more sense, I think. Yeah. But at least we'll be able to, that'll cover all that area. And again, we'll probably just need one water source over here, for example, or somewhere that's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there, because that's going to get to there. It's going to come up to here, and then we've got our mill there anyway. So yeah, I want as few of these as possible, and then we'll probably end up just putting lily pads over them or something like that, because then that way they'll we won't fall in them if we're ever walking across the field, or likewise if we get animals spawning and walking across, they don't jump in there and then try and jump out again, which is always a bit of a pain. So but I've got a feeling if I prepare this soil, eventually it is going to go over. So I need to go and get some more seeds and fill it all in. Now I think to finish off today's episode, this here doesn't really kind of work, because you're kind of going down then going back up again, and if we were to put in the stairs, because now we've got to jump our way up, if we were to put in the stairs like that so we walk up, by the time we do that we'll be in the middle and walking up again. So what I'm going to do is essentially make this into a bridge. I think that's probably the wisest thing to do. So we'll probably make a very simple bridge, and we probably want to bring it across one actually, because that doesn't line up with that over there. So yeah, so if we have that as the entrance to the bridge, and then we'll bring this across here, and we'll eat. I always do that, don't I? Get rid of that, and so we'll probably bring that, yeah, we can bring that into there, so that's not too much of a problem. And then we probably want some more supports down here, so let's have them at the bottom. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 support, yep, and then that should in theory work this side as well, support, and that means we're going to have to take some of this wall away. New bother, and again this will have to go right up to the top now, won't it? So I'm probably going to run out of wood as well. No one, and there as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've kind of got the rough workings of it, of how we want it to be. One more, probably 2 more actually, isn't it? But by the time we work those out, okay. And then I think we'll probably end up, actually it'd be more economical to use half slabs rather than these full ones. So let's just put these in place, and this side, and then we can work out how much wood we've got left, and do we actually need to get some more, because that's probably the usual thing, isn't it? I'll run out of resources halfway through. Do we have any more of this in there? Do we have any half slabs in there? No. Okay, let's turn all this into planks then. We've got some half slabs there. Now let's leave ourselves that much, and we can always grow another tree if we really needed to, so that's the other thing, isn't it? So there we go, we've got no room for that, got no room in there, got room in there, good, get rid of that. Okay, so let's see, how do we want this? If we have it starting off like that, we probably ought to have it going across at least a couple, and then I guess we ought to really have it coming up one, shouldn't we? So I'm wondering if those are even in the right places, because most bridges you kind of have the curvature, don't you? So you kind of want this. Where's my other sticks? Let's put those there. So if we have this coming here as a support, and we'll have it coming up another one, this would then come up like that, kind of bringing it up, and then we could probably even bring it up again, but I don't know whether we would really want to. Would we want to? Yes, we probably would. So that's going to be even higher, so that's on there, so that's on the top of that one there. Yeah, so it kind of curves up to the top of the bridge, but what we'll probably end up doing is moving these supports because these are no longer... Did I just fall straight through? I hope that's not a bug back in this version of Minecraft, falling through half slabs, because that was something they took away completely from it, wasn't it? So you couldn't shift floors and all the rest of it. But I just fell through that, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Right, so if that's the case, where's the middle? So if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, of course, there is no middle. We're going to have that there, and we'll have one up again. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many? No, that's fine. That's fine. So actually, how many we've got? 2 there to that one. Was that the same? 2 there to that one. Yeah. Right. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's just go 5 then, if that's the case. If that's one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we did the same the other way, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that leaves 4 in the middle. That's fine. I can work with that. Put that support there. That support there. Right. I think we've got the layout of this right now. Definitely worked out. So we're going to have support beams there going up this side, and that's going to go one higher than those edge ones. Yeah, and then we then have these middle ones, so this one can then go. Fantastic. Right, okay, so I'm just going to do the same on this side as we did on the other. Get these going across. First of all 2 of them, and then bring them up 1 or 2 there, shall we say, and then we'll just have to put a temporary one there to bring that up. Coolio. Alright, well, I won't do the whole thing on camera. Well, let's get the rest of this done. There we go, the finishing touches. I think that looks pretty good. Probably want a couple more torches on here because it's going to be a bit dark. So like we have there and there, we'll probably put some torches, maybe, yeah, maybe on them all, just for show, so to speak. So, but that's pretty good. I don't think we've got any torches in here, have we? Although we could make some up. We've got some coal there, so let's just do that. Let's do it while we're thinking of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, that should do. And we'll have no space in our inventory, of course. No, we don't have space in inventory. What do we need space for? Right, let's pick those bits up. And I can't even shift click now. Very good. Okay, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. In fact, we didn't have them on the first one, did we? Have them on the second one. I'd love to get your feedback on any of the stuff we've done today. We've done a lot of landscaping, so let me know your thoughts. If you've got any suggestions, also put those in the comments. The name for our pub is still up for grabs, so if you think it should be something different to what we've named it or what other people suggested, then again, by all means, leave us a comment, and don't forget to leave us a like if you've enjoyed it, because that really does help. And I think we'll finish up by just putting these maps back into our map wall. Where have we got them? There we go. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Our routes across are starting to look good. You can see the water up on the top of this one here, so that's all good. So that one goes in there, and that's our base here. So yeah, starting to look pretty awesome there, really, I think. So really happy with that. So please do leave me a comment, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and join me here next time on my Let's Play series. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye bye. I just noticed I'm Steve. Blah.